Hi guys, I'm Shelley, welcome back to my channel and a book haul because I bought some books, but then it's also a review because I kind of read 2 of them already. Oops. It happens. So first things first, no surprise, I got In the Time We Lost by Carrie Fletcher because I have all of her other books because I love her. This is the story of Luna, who's had some traumatic things happen to her, and so to move away and get a break, she moves to a very remote island in Scotland. Excuse my neighbour, he's making a racket. Her first day has a couple of hiccups in it, doesn't quite go to plan. She just goes to bed and she says, okay, I'll take another crack at it tomorrow, we'll try again. But when she wakes up in the morning, it's the day it was before, and she has no memory that she's had her first day. And that continues and continues and continues, and it has something to do with magical snow, and it's a bit Groundhog Day. Well, it is Groundhog Day with some magical realism because they think the snow may be causing it. I love Carrie, but I had some issues with this book. The Groundhog Day was very repetitive in a way that it felt like an exercise in writing. Like, how many times can I write the same story with a little bit of difference and make it... Yeah, I wasn't really into it. I found it was a bit of a slug to get through. That being said, love the ending. The ending is brilliant. It's an unpopular ending, so I admire Carrie for writing an ending that she believed in and that she wanted instead of just going for the obvious option. But there's a lot of questions left in this book. There was a lot of things that just were left unsolved. There's a character called Jackson who I just didn't understand why he was there and what his point was to drive the plot along. It didn't make sense. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this book, but I still love Carrie. It's a difficult thing to say. I'm very torn. Next up, I already read Me by Elton John, the lovely Elton John. I think this is sort of a companion book to the film Rocketman that they've made about his life. I was really sceptical going into this because I've learned a lot of stories about Elton John over the years. So I'm not searching them out, just they're there and they're kind of in the psyche growing up in the 90s. So I was just like, is this going to be a woe is me, my life has been really difficult book? But it's not. It's really interesting, and it's also really careful. Elton John talks about a lot of other famous people, obviously in his life, being that he is a rock and roll star from the 70s, 80s, 90s, so on and so forth. So he's bumped into a lot of people. So I'm just like, is this going to be a tell-all about other people as well? But he's very careful and very respectful about other people in this book, even people he didn't get on with. Saying that, there is of course a lot of gossip. I love how he is self-deprecating about his moods, and he is who he is, and that's just, you're gonna have to like it or lump it, because quite a lot of his tantrums are quite famous. I believe there's a documentary called Tantrums of Tiaras that he made about the fact that his brain just goes off and he throws a tantrum. I listened to it on audiobook, and Taron Egerton, no, that's not how you pronounce his name, Taron Egerton, I'll get there in the end, is the narrator, and Taron is the man who plays him in the film. And you can hear Taron just at some moments as he's reading it going, really, Elton, you did what? You can just hear the sarcasm and the giggling and the, oh my god, what did you do, Elton, in his voice, which just gives it that extra kick. And obviously if you've seen Rocketman, you can then take Taron's voice and just go, yeah, that's Elton's voice. And it's very, very well produced. The audiobook is very, very well produced. I would recommend it. And then I also wanted the physical copy because I want to look at the photos and stuff. But I really enjoyed this. Next up, we have the haul part of the books because basically Tesco's had an offer on and I bought all the books. So we have Homework, a memoir of my Hollywood years by Julie Andrews and Emma Walter Hamilton, which I think is her daughter. This is her second autobiography, I believe, of the lovely, lovely Julie Andrews. Of course, Mary Poppins, Maria and the Sound of Music, so on and so forth. This is from literally her going to Hollywood and doing Mary Poppins with Walt Disney, and then so on after that. I haven't read the first one. I think I might end up reading that too, but I love Julie Andrews. I love her sense of self and worth, and she's just brilliant. She's led such an interesting life, so I wanted to dive into this. Very excited because I have her. Then as a present, my mum got me Billy Connolly, Tall Tales and Wee Stories. It's Billy Connolly, how can you not love him? This I think is, I started reading a little bit of it. From what I can tell, it's part of his stage show and stories that have come into his head, and he's wanted to write it all down because he's in not very great health and he just wants to make a record of it. And some of it is stand-up that I've already seen, but he kind of goes into it a little bit more and tells you the story that he doesn't end up saying on stage. And it's written phonetically in Scottish. It's gonna take some reading. It's rather difficult, but when he goes into the stories, it's phonetically written in Scottish, so you've got to unbreak the accent as you're reading it. But at the same time, you can hear the accent in your head. It's really confusing, and it's going to take me a while. Yeah, I've got a feeling that this will be better on audiobook. It's not on audiobook yet. Really hoping it will be. I don't know if Billy's going to do it because he has Parkinson's now and he has speech problems. But if you get somebody to do it, that would be epic. I believe Craig Ferguson has done his other books, so Craig would be a good Scottish voice to do it. But I'm looking forward to reading this once I've figured out how to break it down and how to read it. And last but not least, couldn't help myself, I got Sandi Toksvig's Between the Stops, the view of my life from the top of the number 12 bus. Love Sandi Toksvig. She is genius. She is currently the presenter of QI, but before that, I can't remember how many times I've watched her. She was in the Bake Off. She's on lots of things and I love her. She's a comedian, but she's also, I don't know if she's the founder of a political movement called Women Equality. They look at the government at the moment and they lobby for women's equality in all things. And I believe they started a political party and she was part of it, which just sounded flipping amazing. I'd like to learn more about her life. She's written fictional books as well, which I've read and flipping love. Seriously, if you come across her children's books, they're just brilliant. So I hope to dive into this soon. Again, I think this is on audiobook, so I will hopefully be able to listen to it too, which will make it easier to read. Basically, I get the physical copies for the pictures, and I really should go to the library for that, but there was a sale on. I bought books. Okay, I shouldn't feel guilty about spending money on books, but somehow I do. Anyway, I hope you guys are good. Let me know if you've read any of these books, or you want to read any of these books, or what are you reading at the moment you're excited about. Yeah. There's a lot of autobiographies out at the moment, but I think that's because it's Christmas, or it's getting up to Christmas anyway. It's November. I need a nap. I've talked a lot. Hope you guys are good, and I will see you guys soon.